that an ox, which is a dumb animal, you ever heard you dumb as an ox, right? So oxes, they're big brute beasts, they're not smart, right? You put them to work. The same thing with a donkey, right? Donkey's known for work, and they also known to be stubborn, right? So God compares us to a dumb and stubborn animal, right? But he said, read that again.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
So God says, this dumb and brute beast, the stubborn beast, they know who their God is, and they know where their home is. Now let's examine the so-called black man. Do we know who our God is, and do we know where our homeland is? The majority of our people don't know. Some of them gonna say Allah. Some of them gonna say Christ. Some of them gonna say I'm my own God. We out here confused. Some of them gonna say Hotep for Egyptology. We out here confused. If you are so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you are an Israelite. You are the God's chosen people, right? So read that.
But Israel doeth not know.
God said the real Israelites don't know who they are. The real Jews don't know they're the real Jews. Why? Because they went through slavery. They was colonized. Right? Come on.
My people doeth not consider.
And God says his people, the real Israelites, the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we won't even consider who we really are. We won't consider when we see the brothers out here in purple and gold telling you that you're the greatest thing on earth, telling you that you're God's chosen people. They're not going to consider it. They're going to say, hell no, I don't really, you know what, I really don't really care about that. I just know I'm breathing every day. I just live my life, be peaceful. No, there's more than that. We at the bottom of society, y'all. We at the bottom of society, right? Living paycheck to paycheck if some of us can even get a job. We out here struggling to make it as a people. When you look at the bulk of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're at the bottom. You Deuteronomy 28. Why do you think black people are at the bottom? Why do you think Hispanics are at the bottom? Why do you think we all in the ghettos? Now, you might have some of us that make it out the ghetto. You might have some of us that make it out the hood. But why is the majority of us trapped in the ghetto? Why do you think so? They not woke, right? They not woke.
They are, like y'all saying.
Exactly.
I stop right here, bro, because I believe in God, but I really don't know what I believe, bro.
Right.
Israelite, that's what I'm really caught my attention.
Yes, sir.
If y'all wouldn't have stopped me right now, I would have just
Can't push it, for sure.
I know, but I don't know.
Get Hosea 4 and 6. Now, like a lot of our people out here don't know. We ignorant. You know what I'm saying? We haven't been taught, bro. And guess what? We go to the church. The church ain't teaching us nothing. The churches is right on in the hood, ain't telling nobody nothing. But they giving a song and a dance and a feel-good sermon. That's it. But we're not actually learning. They're not telling us who we are. They're not telling us how to get the kingdom of heaven. They're not telling us how we're supposed to change our lives. Oh, they tell you, well, you know, you got to accept Christ in your heart. Well, what do you mean accept Christ in my heart? How do I do that? You know what I'm saying? They don't give us no specifics. So, yes, we are ignorant out here. We at the bottom of society because we ignorant. We don't know. Hey, sis, come get you a flyer. Come get a flyer real quick. Come get a flyer. Read that.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
God says, my people, right? My people. Now, who do you think God's people are?
All of us.
When you say all of us?
Blacks, Mexicans.
Got you. Now, I just want to, I want you to, with your time with us today, bro, I want you to pay attention how everything we say, we go right to that Bible to show you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want you to sit here and believe my words, bro. I want you to see what that Bible says.
I caught on to what you were doing. You were saying he went straight to the verse.
Exactly.
I'm paying attention.
For sure. Read that. Now, we're going here to show you, because God says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, right? So now we're going to go here to show you who God's people are so we can know for sure. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 2, verse 6. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not the least among the princes of Judah. For out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people, Israel.
Who's God's people?
Israel.
Exactly. So you caught that, right? So God's people are the children of Israel, the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's who the children are today. The children of Israel are today. Let's go back to Hosea 4 and 6.
The book of
knowledge on how to make a crack rock? Nah. Our people know how to make some crack rock. We know a little chemistry. You know what I'm saying? We know a little physics. So what knowledge is he talking about? That's a question, see? That's a good question. We gon' anything we ask you, if you don't know it or and can't quite hit it on the head, we're gonna get it for you, all right? Let's get the knowledge. What is that knowledge that we lack, which has us out here destroyed?
The book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
So God says the priest. Today, we don't really, unless you're in the Catholic Church, we don't really call people priests, right? We call them pastors, deacons, preachers, so on and so forth, right? Bishops. So today, your priests are those bishops, like T.D. Jakes, Cleflo Dollar, right? Those are your priests right here. The ones that you see in the hood at Calvary Christian or whatever hell else church they got, Ebenezer or something, you know what I'm saying? Apostolic or Pentecostal. Those are your priests, those people in them pulpits. Come on.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth.
So God says that the priest should keep knowledge, and they, meaning the people, us, should seek the what?
Law at his mouth.
We should seek the laws at his mouth. So what you think the knowledge that we lack? The knowledge of God's laws. That's the knowledge that we lack. The knowledge of God's law. Because let's take a look at how we live as a people, right? We grow up in the hood, right? A lot of us that grow up in the hood, what we grow up doing? When we hear gang banging, selling drugs, bro, knocking females down. You know what I'm saying? That's how we grow up. And guess what? It's a whole lack of knowledge in those lifestyles, bro. Lack of knowledge of God's law. Because what does God's law say about gangbanging?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.
What you think God's law say about gangbanging, bro? Get the Exodus 22 or 23 and 2. Yep. What you think God's law say about gangbanging? And then, matter of fact, after that, we'll go to Leviticus 19:17. What you think God's law say about gangbanging? You know what I'm saying? Clicked up and all, because there's a lot of clicks out here. I'm not from Stockton, but I've been out here since 2013. Where you from? Sac. Oh yeah, we going to Sac today. It's a lot of cliques. You got Gutter, Fab, Zilla, a whole nine. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of cliques out there. A lot of gangs out there. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing out here in Stockton. They got a whole lot of cliques and gangs and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? What do you think God's laws say about that? How are we supposed to be conducting ourselves? Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
God says, hey, big bro, hey, when you come out, come get you a flyer, all right? We got some flyers up here. I want you to come grab a flyer on your way out. So God says that thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Now, how you think we can equate that to gangs? Right. You going to the function 15, 20 deep, 30 deep. You know what I'm saying? You pull up on the block. He said, don't follow a multitude of people to do evil, right? Because when we pull up on a block or we pull up on a club, what we doing? We coming to either snatch somebody, girl, or knock something down. You know what I'm saying? That's evil as hell. Committing adultery and murder is evil. We ain't supposed to be doing that because it might not be your sister, but you now, when you have sex with her, you making her a whore. You're making her a whore. You know what I'm saying? You defiling her because you just running up in her. Bam. A lot of brothers like to run trains. You know what I'm saying? We defiling that sister. Now, who gonna want to marry that sister? Who gonna want to marry that sister after she done had a train ran on her? After she done took about 10 rides in one night. In 10 minutes, hell. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna want to touch that sister. Now what about when we pull up on a block and shake a brother down for his chain, for his money? That's evil as hell too. Now ain't nobody out there? Yeah, bro. That's crazy, man. That's evil as hell. You got 3 or 4 brothers in the car riding around, scoping it out.
I just wish there was more people, bro, that are coming to tune in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that goes on in this world, bro.
For sure.
I done grew up having shit. I'm still trying to find my way now. So it's like, it's a reason that I'm right here, bro, listening to this message.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, for sure, bro. So now, you said, let's finish that point. Let's get Leviticus 19, right? So we're talking about gang violence, right?
Yeah.
God said don't follow a multitude of evil. Yeah. And remember, we lack that knowledge because a lot of our brothers start at 7. They start at 8, 10, 9. You know what I'm saying? I started smoking at like 6. You know what I'm saying? I was fluent in smoking at a 10. You know what I'm saying? And that's how brothers start with them gangs, having sex and whatnot. And then now they got a baby at 15, 14 years old. Now who really gonna raise this baby? Babies can't raise babies. You know what I'm saying, bro? So we destroy it for the lack of knowledge. Let's get more on that gang violence. Matter of fact, we're gonna touch the murder. We're gonna touch the treating these sisters like hoes. A lot of these sisters treat themselves like hoes. But that don't mean we can perpetuate that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop them sisters in their tracks. Sisters, stop all that. Don't nobody want no hoe. We want a housewife. You know what I'm saying? We want a sister to ride for us, raise our children, teach our children, right? Submit unto us. Come on.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
God says don't hate your brother in your heart. Don't hate your brother in your heart, right? When we, in reference to the gangs, right? When we go pull up on another brother, knock him down, right? What they go, bounce out, right? When we bounce out on somebody, right? Or what they, gang, all that, that's hating your brother in your heart. Because who we doing it to? Who we doing it to? We doing it to ourselves. The people that look just like us, bro. The people that look just like us. Who, when we pull up on a female, right? We pull her and put her on a track. That's hatred. That's hatred, man. We treating her as a whore. We treating her less than. We treating her like a cum bucket. You know what I'm saying? That's hatred. God said don't hate your brother in your heart. When you have sex with that sister and don't marry her, you hate her. She hates herself because she allowed it to be done. So God says we can't hate our brothers in our heart. Come on.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
When we see gang violence, when we see drug dealers, guess what? We tell them, brother, hey, bro, you know, you ain't supposed to be doing that, bro. You got to stop that. You're better than that, brother. Don't that, you just sold crack to his auntie, to his mama. You killing his mama. Now, when he go to his mom for some type of guidance when it comes to how to deal with his wife, how he gonna get that guidance? How he gonna get that counsel from his mom, telling her how to deal with a woman? Because the mom is a woman, she would know. You know what I'm saying? How to tweak this and tweak that. Because he ain't gonna be able to go to the mom no more because she destroyed. Because she high all the time now. Now, when you kill that brother daddy, who gonna teach this brother how to be a man? God say don't hate your brother in your heart. You know what I'm saying?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.